We are going live. We are live.
So we're probably doing
There's no way. Okay, go ahead. Introduce us, Janice.
this is Jay Says with Fred Maestro and Cerno. Sorry, my new nickname. I just came up with that one.
He's making it Tom Brady Kool-Aid. I don't know about that.
Tom Brady Kool-Aid. It's vodka lemonade, baby. It's delicious.
Oh,
Yeah.
what is that exactly? You got your
It's vodka lemonade, and this is a cup that I got when me and Quigley went to England. This is Twickenham Stadium in England. We went to watch the Six Nations England play the national team.
All right, pretty cool stuff right there.
So this is our second afternoon show. We did a impromptu one earlier, it was just me and Jimmy. I figured why not, and then
Yeah. You cut out the meat of the show. You know, I understand. I see Quigley wasn't invited either. It's unbelievable.
I don't know.
Forgot where he came from.
We're shorting our production staff right now. We're
50%.
Unbelievable.
We're in quarantine. Well, obviously we know the pandemic is created here. I mean, we try not to talk too much about our podcast because, quite honestly,
He kept interrupting me during debate time. He kept talking on the earlier section, and now I got offense because he's taking up my airtime.
So what are we talking about? Tom Brady?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts about him leaving?
The guy, they're talking about Jackass going to Boston, and then he went going to Boston Bruins. Yeah, where's that? I mean, where did that go?
It's a good thing he didn't go because otherwise he would have wasted a possible Stanley Cup year.
Really?
They were going. You never know. Who knows what's going to happen? Hopefully the season comes back eventually. But I don't know. It's not looking promising.
I do hope that. I was listening on TSN yesterday that they're possibly like the earliest could be like June or July. It would be like a 24 team playoff.
Yeah, I don't know how that'll work because you need to have an offseason still. I read an article with Mark Cuban where he was saying he hopes the NBA returns in May. So I don't know if they return in May without fans. Hockey could probably do the same. I don't know why they couldn't.
Well, I don't. That could be a possibility too. But again, right now, everything's so up in the air, as you know. I mean, at this point. So
The reason why it would be tough to turn May, there's a couple players I've seen have tested for the virus, but other than that, usually you have 7-game playoffs in the Stanley Cup.
It would take forever. Yeah, if you start in July, you're going into late August, then you've got like a 3-4 week off season before training camp starts.
Well, their possibility was they moved the start next season back to mid-November.
One at a time.
Something's making noise in the other room. I'll be right back. You guys keep yakking.
All right, so we'll wait for Siri to something's yakking. There's always something yakking.
So we briefly touched on this about Pagula's 1.2 commitment to create resources for the fight machine for the coronavirus. I think we touched on that, but I want to let Sarah know that Pagula's have invested about going to invest $1.2 million to fighting the coronavirus to boost for like.
Who's donating this money?
Pagula's.
I saw Josh Allen was donating $25,000 today too.
I just heard that. Yeah.
I don't know. So whatever shook out with Pagula paying his employees, did he ever end up doing that or not? There was a big stink about that.
I don't think they did, but a lot of that staff is Delaware North, and the Bruins are not going to do it. But
I don't know. The problem I have with it though is you look at a lot of these players. Like Shaq Lawson, he paid his staff. That's all garbage. These owners have more money than they know what to do with. you can cut a check just out of the goodness of your heart, whether it's Delaware North or it's KeyBank Center or whoever, Pagula Entertainment.
Jared,
You want more money than you know what to do with. Don't be stingy during this time of need. It's not fair. You're not dealing with $1 million athletes. You're dealing with, the guy selling peanuts is not making that much money. I don't agree with it at all.
It's a very
and added on over this current season that we were with the misfund, the jerseys.
Oh, it's been terrible.
It's just been a bad year.
Pagula sucks. I'm over Pagula. He got lucky with McDermott, but he's a bum.
I want to say over the past year, how much have we heard? How much in the entire 9 years of ownership have we heard a lot of complain about the Pagulas? I think more so in the past year than
more so. Yeah, it's starting to build. I think it's frustration though. People are tired of seeing a crappy product on the ice more than anything.
Yeah,
I'll tell you one thing: the classic games on MSG are. I was watching the '94 game with my dad 2 nights.
They're playing the Winter Classic tonight, I think.
No, I think against the Islanders. I think it's tonight's against the Islanders, and I think the one you're talking about, the Winter Classic. Oh yeah,
the Miller versus Crosby game.
Yeah, the Miller Crosby game from 2008.
I will not be tuning in Wednesday night, Survivor night, best show on television. Go Tony Vlachos. Go Eurocon. What? They're the best. Come on, let's go. Yeah.
No, I'm not disagreeing.
You don't even. Yeah, you don't know.
I don't even know the show. So
exactly.
What were you trying to say? Why am I trying to disagree or agree on something? What were you trying to bring up?
No, it's
talking about Survivor being the best show on television.
Police.
Oh, please. Whatever, Fred. You don't know anything.
The Good Doctor's the best show on TV.
What's the best show on TV?
The Good Doctor.
The Good Doctor?
Yeah.
Sounds stupid. On before or after Pimple Popper? You seem like a big time Pimple Popper kind of guy, Freddie. Definitely a big time Dr. Pimple Popper. Yeah. What else? What else is Freddie?
That's what you'll be doing after we get done with the show.
What else do you watch, Fred? Let's think about this here. You seem like pup named Scooby-Doo, big pup named Scooby-Doo guy?
I did watch a Scooby-Doo live-action film the other day. Both
like the man there. That was from 2002.
Did they get the bad guy or not?
What?
Did they get the bad guy?
They always get the bad guy.
Well, I wanted to make sure. Now I'm doing the movie. I know they got the bad guy. Everything's all right.
That's true. All right, so I'm Tom. All right, so this topic's honestly to Tom Brady.
Tom Brady. Let's talk about him.
Yeah, let's talk about it. So,
have you seen the Seth Wickersham article, by the way?
What's that?
Have you seen the Seth Wickersham article on ESPN about the reasons why Brady left?
The Garoppolo thing, right? They never got over the Garoppolo thing. I think there's a lot of weight to that. I think a lot of it had to do with his trainer too. I don't know. You know what? I'm weird for a Buffalonian, though, that I respect Belichick and Brady quite a bit. They really are great. Belichick's the greatest coach to ever do it. I think it's good that they're breaking up because then you can see really who the mastermind was. What's going to happen, though, Belichick is the mastermind. Brady's old. Brady thinks he still got it in the tank. What did they say? What did Mickey say in Rocky III? Mickey in Rocky III, he said, every great fighter thinks he's got one more. And then Rocky got his face punched in by Clubber Lang. That's the way it works. Brady thinks he's got one more. He's too old. It is what it is.
He had no weapons last year.
You're right. You're right. He had no weapons. I completely agree with that. The problem, though, is he's better off staying in New England and getting those weapons. But he's too pig-headed because he's all mad about Bill. And learning a new system, going in a new situation like this, it's not going to be as easy as staying in New England and letting them pick up a receiver. I have some spin zone for you here. This is going to blow your mind, Jimmy. Just prepare yourself. I was thinking the other day, what happened the day before Brady announced he was leaving?
The day before. Oh, wait. What was the day?
Calvin Noy left for Miami? I have no idea.
Something happened with the Bills the day before he left.
Stephon Diggs.
Here you go. We overpaid for Stephon Diggs. This is what happened here. This is going to blow your mind. Freddie, it's going to blow your mind. We overpaid for Diggs because we were in a bidding war with the Patriots. And when Tom Brady realized he wasn't going to get his big weapon, out he went.
Well, that's
what happened right there. I'm telling you. Brady wanted Diggs. The Patriots tried to get him. They couldn't get him. Brady said, "Goodbye. I'll see you later. I'm out of here."
But don't you think that Tom Brady, after all,
he might have fun, which from what reports between the Steve A. Smith and Skip is, part of it was is that he when he met with Kraft and what's been leaked out there, he
Kraft
never
wanted to keep him.
I know he wanted to keep him, but he never felt like he was appreciated, even when taking the pay cuts.
That's nonsense.
What do you mean that's nonsense?
How do you not feel like you were appreciated? You were worshipped like you were a god when you were there. They loved you.
Well, that's true. That's true.
He's not talking about the fans. They're not talking about the fans. He's talking about
Kraft loved him. Kraft loves him. Belichick doesn't love anybody. Belichick is got a heart colder than wintertime in the Arctic Circle. He doesn't care about anybody. That's how he's always been.
That's the point.
But he's been that way for 20 plus years.
Yeah, that's nothing new. Brady knows that. It's not like Brady woke up 2 weeks ago and said, "Oh my God, Belichick doesn't appreciate me. Give me a break."
No, I know that. This is just what they were hoarding. Honestly, the Jimmy G thing had a lot to do with it.
It's tough for an athlete to face their own mortality. He thinks he's still got more in the tank. He doesn't, and that's going to be the end of it.
Are going to get the playoffs this year. Who do you got? Fourth round quarterback? And quite honestly, where do you
want to be said yet? Stop yelling.
Oh yeah, wait. Keep my voice down. Let's calm down. Let's not panic.
This is why I have you, Sergey. This is why I have you.
No, I think really though, you can't put anything past Belichick. Time will tell. They could still be good. Last year they won in spite of Brady. Their defense was very good.
That's true.
Plus you have a 7-game playoff. Plus you have a 7-team playoff format now. Tampa could sneak in when they probably shouldn't. The Patriots could sneak in. The Bills should win the AFC East. They should. They should. Crazier things have happened, but they should.
Yeah, but the trouble that is so we still year two are with Sam Darnold and the Jets. I mean, you look at the team when they signed Le'Veon Bell last year.
I couldn't be less threatened by the Jets.
No, I agree with that.
I don't disagree with that, but I'm just saying year two under the coaching staff. Yeah. Miami, same thing. But you don't know how Ryan Fitzpatrick is going to end up. And we sort of discussed this earlier, because typical Ryan Fitzpatrick, he'll have a great year 1 year and then he'll fall off a cliff. But
not even that. He's week to week. He's the most inconsistent player in the history of the league.
And also, I mean, we mentioned about Josh Rosen, who's drafted by Arizona before they drafted Kyler Murray.
Murray.
Yeah, okay, I'm right on that. And yeah, he got traded to Miami has become like an afterthought in all of this. But because all the projections say they might take a Tua Tagovailoa. I don't know.
Tua Tagovailoa. You keep messing. He's butchering up the name. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
I'm like Craig Gervais.
So, Craig Gervais? Is that who you just mentioned? What?
He just did.
Okay. All right, fellas. I got about 5 more minutes here. So, what other topics do we got to get to?
Other than the fact that Brady, I will leave this with one more thing.
Actually, I do have a question. Who do you think is going to have the better season next year? The Buccaneers or the Patriots?
I don't know. It's a good question. I think the Patriots. But
I'm going to say the Buccaneers. I just think with the website with OJ Howard and Chris Goodwin, I think they can be. I think they're going to be a playoff team. The Patriots, I just don't see. I mean, they may be contention, but I just don't see it. I'm never going
to bet against Belichick, and I'm never going to.
Do you believe in Jared Stidham and Brian Hoyer? That's the question. Do you believe in those two players, Jared Stidham and Brian Hoyer, to carry that team?
Time will tell. Well, they just lost Piskowski too. I think they got rid of him too.
Yeah,
I don't know.
if they get Cam Newton, then I would put in place.
Cam Newton.
I don't think they're going to get Cam Newton, but I'm just saying, like,
All right, let's cut the yak here. How are you guys? How's the quarantine going for you fellas?
Okay.
Quarantine. Honestly, though, honestly, it's been pretty rough. I mean, I wouldn't say it's been rough. We try to stay positive for the most part. As far, luckily we're still healthy enough. We've been doing way more clean in the house than we ever been, making sure everything's sanitized and clean. I mean, I think honestly, the only thing I've really done is go for coffee and stuff at 7-Eleven.
Yeah, drive-through.
Or go to the drive-through. And walking around every few days just to my fitness level a lot more.
Yeah, same here.
I'm telling you, P90X, man. All right, fellas, it's been real. I'll talk to you soon.
All right, thank you.
Take care, guys.
See you guys later. Good talking to you. So
that was Justin Cerny. I haven't got anything from Emerson. I don't know if he's joining us or not. Not gonna be rude.
that was a great 15 minutes. That was a great first 50 minutes.
That was nice.
Got a little active discussion.
Let's see if Quigley wants to join us. Let's invite into the
quarantine. Quarantine.
We're just trying to fill time, folks. That's nice to join us on the live stream, second live stream here. If we get Quigley on, we're gonna get him on. We're just trying to pull a impromptu.
Since when did we ever do 2 impromptu podcasts in a?
Never,
ever. You're right. Never is our first.
Yeah, don't know if.
Let's just be honest. I still think that like I said, I don't think the Patriots are going to make it to the playoff this season. Now, next season they're in the third wild card and 17th game along with it. So that'll be a new wrinkle that we'll have to bring up in a future episode about.
I think Emerson was definitely hottest mine. It's still probably going longer than imagined. So, in the hours since we last left you, I mean, it's been kind of quiet on everything. There's not. We briefly touched on that. The Pagulas doing all they're putting funding for first responders and everything. I mean, yeah, I know a lot of fans are pissed with the Pagulas, and we mentioned that already.
Backlash, it's kind of an unfortunate situation with the pandemic. I think it's really hard with with the employee, with a lot of these employees, and unfortunately,
we are affected by this, not necessarily by the Pagulas, but we're affected. Where our place, a lot of people got laid off because of this situation. Not to bash anybody, it's just the current situation that we're in when we work for a small business, and these crazy times have caused a lot of different places. I'm just taking it as an opportunity to kind of grow and honestly look for stuff in the meantime. Also, an hour ago, the NHL announced the postponements of the 2020 Sky Combine, the NHL awards, and the draft. I think we mentioned it a little bit earlier.
Well, like I said, I think what on the inside they were mentioning something about games in August. So the understanding of Aaron Drager was the next season would start possibly in mid-November again. But again, we're still in that early middle. So how long this epidemic is going to go, we don't. We still, it's unknown. As I said, it's unknown at this point how long this pandemic is going to last. You know, and it's really affected. It is affecting a lot of businesses around. You look businesses around the world. I mean, and normally we talk about the Masters, we talking about push the play of the NBA as well as the NBA. I know the MLB has and they're seeing from the case now cancellation the Raptors this season. I mean, but it's not just sports, but also it's every public event. Public events are being canceled or postponed or canceled. You know, so this is the short term economical impact is is, is, is
Yeah, it's affected. Other key notes from 2 hours ago: Matthias Samuelson signed a 3-year entry-level contract with the Buffalo Sabres. Also, a couple of days ago, they signed a couple of players from out of college that were like uh, development camp tryouts a couple years back. Uh, I'm trying to remember who. I'm looking up right now. Uh, what the names were? There was two. Uh, one was Dawson DePiro. That was one. 1 year entry level contract, and I believe the other one, if I remember correctly, Brandon Biro. Um, so it's a 2. It was a 2 year. So I'm going to ask you this again. If Botterill gets removed, who do you think could potentially step in?
well. First of all, my original thought was a veteran GM. But again, nobody likes retreads. You know, the only one I would see would be the veteran would be a Ray Shero type. I think know would be Ray Shero. He's as experienced on again, but again, but to me, Danny Briere it would be the most would probably be the one guy I. But also hiring director of hockey operations like helping. Lindy Ruff is another one. He had a conversation about with Terry Pagula a while back before they hired Rob Kruger. So I think he would be a great hockey operations guy, and he's someone that Sabres fans know and love as a player and as a coach.
Mm-hmm.
As a coach, for many years, for 13 years, from 97 to 2013, well, that's more than 13 years. Pardon me. I'm sorry about that. 16 years, but
So also, the Hurricanes are going to stop paying full-time employees next week. This is on Elliot Freeman's Twitter account.
yeah, but this is the unfortunate reality of the unfortunate reality right now.
They postponed the Togo games to 2021. Obviously, we know why.
But of course, it's all those athletes. It's all those athletes that are trained their whole lives for every to compete every 4 years. But of course, obviously, this is pandemic sort of so giving them more time to prepare. Is the right move. I mean, there was so much pressure from from the sport Canada to pull out their athletes. United States, so this is obviously because it's obviously something bigger than the world of sports. This is public safety and health, as we all know. You know, at, I I'm glad they did the right thing in this case is postpone the Olympics. You know, but a lot of stuff's going to be on the back burner, like talk about like midsummer to fall. What you're going to have NFL, you're going to have your NBA, so in golf. I mean, you're asking like the summer and fall of sports. It's going to be the most talked about quite some time. I mean, so I think if there's one saving grace, once sports reconvene, I think it's going to be the viewing interest is going to go up. Let's just be honest. I think it's going to. So as much right now, everybody's hurting at this point. I think the summer sports are going to be quite intriguing. I mean, not just start baseball, but you got NBA, NHL, MLB, soccer. I mean, golf. I mean, you talk about from June or July to this November, December. My goodness, I mean, if you're a sports fan, you're in luck. Of course, obviously, I'm seeing it. I know this is not a time to be. This is all time to be pop. I know it's a difficult time, as we all know, and again, sending our prayers to those affected by the coronavirus. Those and also the first responders and health officials that are putting their lives on the line to fight this disease. And we want to show our appreciation to those people. Give them their fair respect. Oh, here's the thing for the Buffalo Fanatics. Over under wins for the Bills this season. So this is what they're saying. Over under 9 wins for the Bills, Jets, and Dolphins. Over under 6 wins for the Dolphins. So here's another topic. So let's see.
Can you forward that to me?
I'm going to try to forward it to you. Got it. So here, over under. I'm going to say over. And I'm going to say 12 wins.
This is from the Buffalo Fanatics. So shout out to. Okay, so over under wins for the Buffalo Bills.
I'm going to say over, and I'm going to go 11 to 12 wins. I think 12 wins is going to be the division title in my book. But for the Bills, 10 would be stretched. 10 just barely got you in the playoffs. Just time for this season. Now, next season, there's going to be 3 wild card teams next season. That changes the dynamic big time in that regard. But I'm gonna say at the very least I'm gonna stick to 11 to 12 wins, possibly 13. I'll just see 11 to 12 wins to be the more likely scenario. I don't see 13 or 14 wins in the schedule. I mean, you got the Kansas City with Patrick Mahomes, the Chargers, the Seahawks, the Rams. But again, the Las Vegas Raiders, possibly. Okay, so and then I said for not over under 9 wins. For the Patriots. I'm gonna go under 9 wins. I'm probably gonna say they're gonna be a 7-9 to 8-8 team. I'm just not so sure. Again, this could change. This could change if they had like a big time quarterback like Cam Newton or Phil Rivers. Oh no, he's looking the upside.
Yeah, he's handy for one of you.
Yeah, I correct my mistake there. But I think if they don't get Cam Newton, I just have a hard time seeing them being really serious threats in the division.
Well, he certainly mentioned the extended 17 game schedule.
But that's in 2021.
Is it coming for 2020?
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, this is next year's 17 games. I know that, but this year's 16.
Are they talking about next year, this year, or next year?
No, next year is 17 games.
Okay, so that won't be until 2021. So here's the way I.
I'm still not done here. The Jets over under 6.5 wins. I'm just saying they're just gonna be over. I would say they'll probably be like a 7 and I would say like 9-17. But that or not. I'll give them probably at least some similar to the Patriots. Miami. I'm the one. I'm gonna be under 6. Will also be over, but I think they'll probably be respectable. I would say 7-7. 7-9, 8 seasons, what more like a 6-10 season actually. So I probably give them just 6 wins. I don't see them any higher or any lower. I think they're competitive. I think they're going to be respectful this year. Now, it depends on the draft. At least Tua Tagovailoa, but I'm saying it's right in the number. That's just my opinion.
Again, if we're not even counting the draft yet, we don't know when it's taking place at this point. As it stands, Pat, the AFC East might be a tighter division this year. It might be a three-way fight between the Jets, the Bills, and Dolphins, and New England. It's going to be a tougher schedule for the Bills. You look at it, you're facing Denver, you're facing Arizona, you're facing San Francisco, you're facing. Oh wait a minute, I'm reading the Patriots schedule.
Yikes!
So the Chargers, Kansas City, you're facing Seattle, you're facing the Rams, you're facing the Tennessee Titans, and you're also
the Rams got rid of their number one running back. So yeah, you look at the Rams.
No, I think you can at least get to 10, 11 wins. It might be a stretch for 13 this year. It might be a stretch for 13 to 14 wins. I'm not saying they're going to get there. I think they'll get over 9, at least 9 wins or over, because you're looking at the division again. As far as the Bills are concerned, I would say 11-5 to 10-6 like we had last year. If Allen improves, then 12 or 13 wins plus are possible. Even still, it's going to be a tougher thing. The Patriots will still have a great defense, but their offensively they might not score as much, so it might be a tighter defensive game there. If Josh Allen can improve, then if you can bust through that, I think that's a winnable game in New England for both home and away. Again, Miami could be a winnable game, depending. The Jets could be winnable. Don't know. And I'm not discounting anybody. I would say the tough games would definitely be Kansas City. You know it's going to be a dogfight with Mahomes. So, I mean,
I can see that. Yeah, the Kansas City, are going to be the one true test here. Yeah.
So for over or under 9 wins for the Patriots. So
as I said, I'm under 9 wins.
They have a similar schedule except for a few different things. I want to say 9-7.
So you're on 9 wins with the Patriots here.
I am on 9 wins. The biggest thing is they're not going to have Tom Brady under center. You don't have a lot of weapons, but you still got a good defense.
Yes. Did you guys put in sauce? The pork burgers? No,
I put barbecue sauce.
Oh, we did. I didn't know.
So again, a lot of similar matchups for New England because they're all in the same division. Except the only difference is be Houston, and I believe
And I'm in bed. I'm working till 8 o'clock.
apologize. Dad was talking while we were doing the podcast. Uh, so Baltimore, we do not have Baltimore. We do not have Baltimore. We faced Baltimore last year, so that's gonna be a tough game for with Lamar Jackson. He could take a step back. So San Francisco's gonna have a lot to prove. You know, Kansas City is gonna be very good. Uh, as far as the Jets, moving on, I can see them gaining 10, 11 wins like the Bills. I can honestly see that.
Are you kidding me? Wait, 10 wins? I am not buying it. I am not buying it. What can we trust?
You're saying over under 6.5 wins, and I'm betting over 6.5 for this.
No. I did I say over with the Jets?
I don't even remember. I do not remember.
I would say.
I definitely think Sam Darnold is going to improve.
8-8. I don't know.
It'll be second year under their coach.
10 wins? I don't know. I'm not buying it.
Although, do you trust Adam Gase though?
Heck no. Not doing that. That's true.
I mean, I'm disregarding. I forgot about Adam Gase, but it doesn't matter to me.
I didn't even mention Adam Gase's name until you brought it up. So
I think 9-7 would be a logical thing, but I think they can get to 10 run. Let's see, like Alan Darnold.
Oh man, that is so. That is so. Oh, yeah, I'm not using blasters because that's Stephen A's word. I'm not using it.
Miami actually could be a 9-7 team.
What?
As well.
What? No way. No way. You're out of your mind. I was just being generous with the 6.5 doing 9.
That's why I'm saying I think the division's gonna be tighter this year. I'm looking at the schedule.
What, you don't think the Bills?
Cincinnati might be easy wins, but
no wins are easy, Fred. But like you're saying that, we're gonna look back when and if the Bills get more than 12 wins, you'll be eating those words, Fred. I bet my word.
See, I'm being more of a realistic person. We went 10-6 last year. I'm looking
I
at
think
how
12 wins. I think this is. I mean,
I'm not saying they're going to get to 12 wins. I'm not saying that. I'm saying I'm being more realistic. At least they can get to 10 wins just like last year. It's going to be difficult. I realistically see most of these AFC teams being 9-7. With the potential for getting them to 10 to 12 wins.
I think they got into the bag for it. I don't think they, 10-6. Oh man, I can't believe it.
Well, no. I said most teams 9-7. I think the Bills have potential to go past 10 wins. So firing the record last year.
I'm being realistic too. I don't think I was going to get more than 6 wins. I don't think Bills going to get more than 9 wins. Miami, the Jets. Don't get me started on them.
I mean, I'm not trying to oversell the Patriots and the Jets and the Dolphins, but you have to look at it from.
Out of those two teams, which one of them will scare you the most? I don't see it. I really don't.
New England scares me less.
Not this season.
Not this season. The Jets, I think
Miami would be the most likely I would see beating but
I'm not counting with Sam Darnold, Jimbo. I'm not counting out Le'Veon Bell. I think that the Jets are a little bit more of a problem in Miami. I could be wrong.
But the coaching, the coaching.
Like
do we really trust Adam Gase? Do we really trust Adam Gase with this one? I don't know if you.
No, I don't trust Adam Gase, but I trust the quarterback. I trust.
But can you really trust him either? I don't know. I mean, that's just.
And then again, I will say this. You look at, again, Miami. Do you really? Again, I tell you so. Do you really think what's his name that left the Bills?
Shaq Lawson.
Shaq Lawson's going to really do much for Miami. He could, but he's not an edge pass rusher. I mean, he's got a lot to prove. You can't trust.
Here's
you brought Kyle Van Noy. I mean, we talked about that.
Mike here because Sneaks wants his food. No one him. Right, Sneaks.
So, I mean, you bring all these additions, but I think the Jets have more of a chance because they have a little bit more continuity than Miami will at this stage of the game. You're looking at everything, and I just feel that I would worry about the Jets more because they're under Adam Gase's second year. They're not like it's a first year offense like they were last year. Even Cleveland, adding all their depth talent, didn't do well last year. I think they'll be better this year. I don't think we're playing them though this year. So that I will test.
What did I hear you say?
Cleveland
Browns are going to be better.
The last time I checked, well, I wouldn't say this. I think they're better this year, but I would say wild card with the Browns.
Both the Jets and the Dolphins.
Oh no! Wait a minute. I don't know. You got the Baltimore and Pittsburgh Steelers in that division, so I don't. I'm just not. I'm not sold. Sorry.
Although Big Ben, shifting gears, Big Ben could probably be back. Will he be totally the same? That's debatable. He finally feels healthy. But reports all correct. But the reps might take him a little bit longer to get going. That could be a tough game too. I mean, we're gonna have a lot of the same opponent except for a few tweaks there. So that's why I'm saying it. A lot of experts are saying it's wide open. It is really wide open. Let's see.
Well, yeah, it's wide open, but I think the Bills are private favorites. That's just what I'm saying. Okay, I think we're done on this podcast here. I want to thank Cerny for him joining the podcast here.
If Emerson decides to join, if Emerson does decide to do one, we might upload again, do another of Emerson. If not, then we'll get him another time again. It's just he's got a lot going on. You know, God bless him. You know, he's always busy. So you know, you just try to shoot your shot and see kind. If not, you know.
We'll definitely have a segment on Tom Brady and the whole Patriots situation there and what he thinks about Tampa Bay. But
that was the whole goal of this second one. Turned into a little different conversation. Oh, it still did. We thank you for Justin Sayer for jumping on the last second. just to get us going. This was a bit more energetic one than the first
Certainly,
one.
I mean, first one felt like Fordyism going on. Ford intensity, like that Ford intensity, right?
We seem to work together like that. This is a, this was a little bit more reduced. This will be about hitting the 45-minute mark by the time everything's said and done. Again, thank you for joining us for this second impromptu podcast. Stay tuned.
We'll keep you. Don't forget to check out our S.I.M podcast
It's
page.
on Facebook. Again, S.I.S. It's Stop Interrupting Me. Podcast WNY on Facebook, and my channel FR Fred R-T in the playlist. Stop Interrupting Me podcast.
And if you want to check out all episodes of us, go to that channel as well.
Like and subscribe, of course. Like and subscribe our Facebook page. I plan on doing a new Facebook banner for the channel just to update a little bit, make it a little bit more cleaner.
Sounds like a good idea. And hopefully I would love to see some different like WGR eventually. Maybe like we can maybe a Brady Ron spice it up.
I love Marty. I love to do a podcast with Marty Baron and PD and Reve one of these days. That'd be my goal.
That would be fun. All right. Talk to you guys soon. Peace out.
Love you all. Stay safe. That was fun.